Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Today we are going to do a collective reading today for the earth elements. And so that's going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I am on a layover in Denver, and this whole setup has been odd and difficult to get connected, but I finally got everything to work. So hopefully I can get through this collective reading because I just felt like I needed to do this reading right now for the earth signs. So my intention for this reading is to solidify our foundation so the next phase flows with ease. And I don't know about you other earth signs, but I know there are major changes coming up for us, and we're trying to navigate that the best that we can. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use before tarot and after tarot. And then we're going to use the Soul Contract Oracle. We're going to use Alice in Wonderland Oracle. And then we're going to end with the Inner Child Oracle deck, because I believe it's very important for us to continue to tap into our inner child. So those decisions that you need to make and you're confused and you just keep having that feeling of, I don't know. It's really asking us to check in pretty deep with our soul, because if we don't know, then the answer is probably no. And that's a realization that I've come to myself. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So I'm sorry if the angle of everything is just odd, but I'm just going to go with the flow and do the best I can to get this reading done for you guys today. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with the Soul Contract Oracle. It's funny because I shuffled beforehand because I was waiting for all the electronics to sync up on the hotel Wi-Fi. And when I finally did get everything shuffled and set, then everything began to flow just perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again just to kind of change up that energy that was happening from before. Okay, I'm ready. So we have universal harmony. When you find harmony within, the universe resonates with you, creating miraculous calm and peace. And that's really interesting today because I told my husband, who's also a flight attendant with me on this layover, I'm just not at peace right now. And I know October is pretty crazy for the earth signs right now. So it just makes sense that once we find that peace and we're able to go into the next phase so that it flows easily, that's just what we need. Is we need to find that peace and that harmony. What is it right now for you guys that makes it to where you feel peace and harmony? So your next oracle card, and I say us because I'm also a Taurus, cosmic rhythm. Feel the cosmic rhythm. It resonates harmoniously within the flow of your life. So, and as I'm doing this, the electronics are still kind of being wonky. So I'm just going to keep going, and I hope this is viewable. So next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to ask the Alice in Wonderland Oracle for a message. And again, this is a collective reading. And again, I'm scattered, so I apologize. But some of these messages may not resonate with you. And if they don't, that's okay. But I just invite you to sit back, relax, take a nice deep breath, and just connect with your higher self. And again, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and all those fun things. Our oracle message from, from Alice in Wonderland is, it's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, and repetition. And so I feel like that's reminding us to take time to do the nice things for ourselves. I heard do the fancy things. So what is it right now that you could do for yourself that would be just something out of your routine, something that's going to create those like endless moments, those forever moments? I used to have an ice cream truck company, and I would do corporate events and private parties like a big food truck. And I just remembered one of the things that resonated with me constantly was how I was creating forever memories for those families, those kids, those employees that I would do the corporate events for. It was just amazing. So right now, I think is a good time to kind of recognize that. Where right now in your life can you create those forever memories? And then this card keeps coming up. This is like the second or third time. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Rules that are not fair. So however that resonates with you, I know how that resonates with me personally. So for you, rules that are not fair and just learning to deal with it, I think is the key there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask the before tarot to kind of tell us, what are we about to step into? Like, what is happening, or what is just about to happen? Like, what kind of moments are we about to step into? And then we'll use tarot and the after tarot for that. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first card that wanted to come out is the Chariot. So again, when we solidify our foundation, the next phase flows with ease. And that's what we're being asked to do right now. So the Chariot is when you're just about to move into that next phase of your life. So what is it right now that you could solidify? And so what I think that means for the earth signs is solidifying what you want. How is it and what is it that you want to move forward? Next, we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is when you're about to need to make a decision. So like, let's say you have two options and she's literally putting the blindfold on herself. So instead of looking within, she's about to put that blindfold on and put those swords up, and she's going to block her heart chakra. So before you have that moment where you know that you're going to be having to make that decision between one way or another, and you don't listen to your heart, you don't have to step in and put that blindfold on and block yourself. You can go within and you can just really ask yourself, okay, well, what is it that I want? And ask yourself, what is it that you want and which way is it making you feel, depending on the decisions that you have to make. Wow. The next card is the Hierophant. That is the card for Taurus. And that's really where you're being asked to remember moving forward, because you're about to step into this, right? You're being asked to remember, what have you learned? What knowledge have you been gifted from the divine, from God, from source, whatever you resonate with? What is it that you already know? Take that information as you're moving forward, because you're literally going in a new direction. You've got a decision to make, and you're being asked to tap deep within. So I think next we're going to go ahead and use tarot. And we're going to clarify the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. So we're about to step into this major change energy. And we're being asked to not put that blindfold on. Instead of putting the blindfold on, Spirit is asking us to use what we are being shown, being told is what I feel. What is it that you feel? That's the question that you have to ask yourself before you just bind yourself up and not really tap into your heart. So the Chariot is being clarified by the Hangman, and then we have the Devil, and we have the Lovers. So with that Chariot and the Hanged Man, you're being asked to, again, it's that take that knowledge. The Hanged Man already has the knowledge that he needs. It's time for him to come down and share that knowledge that he has acquired. And again, it's the knowledge that you've acquired as the Hierophant. The Hierophant that we are as Taurus, the Hierophant as we are as a collective earth element. Take that knowledge and go down and use it. And then we're not to bind ourselves with our thoughts. So this is a card of addictions and repetitive thinking and just being bound by our mind and our thoughts. And so the Devil is here to tell us not to do that. So just be mindful as we're making this transition and we're trying to solidify our foundation right now. Just remember to just get out of our heads. And it's a choice that we get to make. The Lovers is a card of choices. So it's the choice that we should make with our higher selves for our soul's path. That is literally, I mean, these actually, if you think about it, there are 6 cards sitting here, and 5 of them are major arcana cards. And so that's what I'm saying in reference to, we're literally solidifying our future. I feel like it's for the next year. What we're doing this month and the next month collectively, I think is really going to build that foundation for us for probably the next year. This is what we're looking at, and this is just what I feel intuitively. And it's obviously pretty major because, again, 5 major arcana cards, and they're very significant. They have a purpose. The Chariot is wanting to move you forward. The Hierophant is asking you to step into your knowledge and your power. Hanged Man is asking you to step up and use it. The Devil is reminding us to not be bound by our thoughts from before. And the Lovers were being given a choice. So what choice is it that you want to make moving forward to propel yourself in the direction that you want to go? What is it that's going to put a smile on your face? What is it that's going to give you that universal harmony? You know what I mean? So we're going to take a look at after tarot. So we've stepped into this energy. We're being mindful of the knowledge that we have, not binding ourselves to our thoughts, and we're making that choice from within. And you have the Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups after the Six of Cups. So what you're doing now is you've realized that you have to continually tap into that play. Tap into the decision that makes it fun for you. Like, this is going to be fun for me moving forward, or I really want to do this. This is what I want to do. And then you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is continuing on his emotional journey, and he knows what he wants to do, but he's coming from his heart. So I think that's interesting that it's in the row with the Two of Swords in the Before Tarot, because it's that moment before you bind yourself by blinding yourself with indecision. Because here the Knight, he's taking a drink from his cup. He's happy, he's content. In this card, you can see that the waters are flowing more. Everything's more lush. Everything's just more abundant because you've made that choice from your heart, not your blind mind, if that makes any sense. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, but the Eight of Pentacles after the Eight of Pentacles in tarot. So you've gone ahead, you've moved forward, you've put the work in, and now you're literally looking at it like, yeah, I did that. I did that all on my own. So we're going to also ask Tarot to give us 3 cards of advice moving forward on this journey. We just want 3 cards of advice as we've stepped into this energy to solidify our foundation. So we have the Three of Swords. So this is the work that you've put in for yourself. You've healed your heart to be able to move forward. You have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is that emotional and vocal clarity. You're speaking your truth. You're not allowing things that don't resonate with you to come in anymore. You're like, no, I'm tapping in. I'm taking what is true and what resonates with me, and I'm moving forward because I've healed my heart. So I'm no longer going back to like that energy. And then you have these Six of Swords. So that literally shows you moving on to calmer shores. That's what this card is. It doesn't even really need more explanation than that. Your advice is to step into this energy, as I'm going to go ahead and take that advice too. Step into that energy, and it's what's going to propel you to move forward. So now we're going to tap into our inner child. What does our inner child want us to know right now as we've stepped into this energy to solidify our foundation? And I just feel so much lighter than I did when I first started trying to organize all this to do this video for you guys. So I really hope it resonates with you guys. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know how this resonates with you. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, just check the website that I have, tarotandsoundhealing.com, and look at the calendar and see how my schedule and your schedule fits, and maybe we can do a one-on-one reading together. But right now, your inner child wants you to know, accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. And that's literally what I said at the beginning of the reading is I did not feel at peace this whole last week. So what we need to do is we need to accept what is. Accept what feelings. So if you look at the card, sorry for the mic noise, that person in the card is just sitting there thinking and contemplating. The stars and the cosmos are all above her. So that's like our guides and our angels all above us, around us, trying to send us the energy that we need to be able to contemplate what we want to do and how it is that we want to move forward. How is it that you want to feel when you move forward? What are you actually looking for? And just sitting in the beauty that is, the ability to be able to have that, to be able to sit and go, what is it that I want? That's directly from your inner child. And your last message is you do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support at this time. And so if you do just need like a little one-on-one conversation, just feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how I can reach you, because you don't have to try to navigate this weird astrological time on your own. I'd be willing to talk with you and just kind of help you get from here to there. Because that's literally what I did this morning. Was I had a conversation with my husband and just kind of like got all those feelings up and out and just kind of like talked it over with him, how I was feeling about this entire situation that is in my life right now, which it's a great situation. It's a great option to have. But sometimes we just need a little help, so you don't have to feel like you're in a boat in the ocean by yourself. Collectively, we have each other. So let's use each other as we should. So, excuse me. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and commenting. It helps me so much. Until the next video, enjoy solidifying your foundation. Take care and have a great rest of your day.